Hi everybody, this is Terry. Today is November 9th, 2022. Hopefully you can hear me okay, it's kind of windy. I'm continuing my series on Don't Fall Around, which just means that I'm making myself not procrastinate and getting things ready during the fall. And I hope that would inspire you to go ahead and get things done in your space or in your garden as well before winter comes or before your freezing temperatures come. So we are going to be getting a freeze sometimes this weekend. So I'm going to show you how I overwinter my lemongrass. So I'm going to be overwintering my lemongrass, some in the container, and then some I'm just going to let them be. So I hope you can see me okay and my head is not cut off as per usual, but if it is, it's okay. So here it is. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I wanted to let you know that please wear long sleeves and be careful because these leaves are like, they have sharp edges, so they might cut into your skin. And then also, if you wanted to, you can just, if you know like which stalks you want, you can go ahead and cut off the leaves up here, and then that'll be so much easier for you. So right about, I mean, you can do it here, you can do it here, you can do it pretty much. I'm gonna do it right there, and the reason is because I'm going to overwintering in the container, and it's okay for me to get short stubs, so just like that. All right, and then I'm going to be doing the rest of them over there. Okay, so now I have this. All I'm gonna do is, you might want to cut some of the roots here, that'll be okay too. Now it really doesn't matter as long as you have a hard base right here without the roots. For example, I can just cut all of this off, all the roots off, and that'll be fine because it'll regenerate more roots from this hard base. So just like that, or I can even go like this. As long as you have some hard base here, it'll regenerate itself. So here's my soil. All I'm gonna do is just stick it like that. They are going into my garage, which luckily has a window, so I do have some lighting there. But if you don't have one, you can use any of those, and I don't know which grow lights are good, so you can use some kind of grow lights. Another option that you can do is bring the pots inside your house. But I would say that if you have house plants and you're growing house plants, I would separate these far away, so that way you can kind of monitor to see if you have any pests growing. If you are going to be bringing them inside, make sure to use fresh soil. I went ahead and used fresh soil anyway, just because I wanted them to have good soil while they're in the garage. So the question is, do I need to overwinter these lemongrass plants in containers? Not exactly. In my zone 7B, from my experience, they come back for me, so they kind of serve as perennials, which, you know, where they come back the following spring. But they do come back or act as perennials if I have big clumps like these. Typically we don't get really anything below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is the reason why I have them in the container, just in case we're going to have a rough winter or really low temperatures here, maybe below 20 or something like that. At least I know that I'll have some stock for the next spring, the next season. But if we're not going to get like really harsh winter, maybe not anything below 20 degrees, I know that for sure that these big clumps, they're going to come back the following year. Typically, the outside stalks will die off, and then what's left over is going to be the stalks that are in around the center, or at the core. So what I do is with these, I don't prune these at all. I just leave the leaves the way they are, and then what's going to happen is all of these, they're going to drape all over like a blanket, and because of that, um, it the the stalks that are way in the center, they get protected versus the ones on the outside. So the ones on the outside again are gonna die, and the ones in the center will come back the following year if we're not gonna get like really bad freezing temperature. I would say below 20 from my experience. So, but just in case, again, that's why I'm overwintering these in the container. So right now I have 6 clumps of lemongrass plants. 2 are at the Arbor Garden, and 4 of them are here. All of them are in the ground except for 1, which is over there. It's in a container right now, and that's going to be my kind of experiment, or I'm going to do an observation of that particular one this year. So I'm not going to prune. I'm not going to do anything like these, and I'm just going to let the leaves drape over it, and I'll see how that clump does for the winter. And then also another experiment I'm going to do is I'm going to be leaving 1 container on the front porch. So leave it very, very close to the house and see how they do, how these guys do. All right, so that is it. If you have any questions or comments, I know I may have left some things out, but if you have any additional questions or any concerns or anything you want me to clarify, please write them down below. And then I hope you would consider liking this video if you found it helpful, and subscribing. And yeah, I hope you stay tuned and see how these guys do for next year, and I'll show you again how I prune these and get them ready for for the season. Anyway, and then and I'll go ahead and water these in. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. And I hope that this video inspires you to get some things done before we get some freezing temperatures very soon. So until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.